welcome to the program. I'm Alexander Kerry. Now, Ukraine's film industry is growing fast. More and more foreign production companies are looking to utilize talented artists and highly skilled technical crews in the country. To discuss how quickly Ukraine's cinematic landscape is developing, we're joined by Ekaterina Terekhovich. She works for the New York Film Academy. Hello, welcome to the program. Thank you for joining us. So these last 3 days, there has been the New York Film Academy in Ukraine. Why is it important for Ukrainian film industry to have this kind of exchange?
Well, because the industry is very young and we would like to grow, and thanks to Film UA faculty, they invited us. It was our second visit. We just did, in December, producing and screenwriting workshop, and this time we brought acting and directing. And it's amazing how many inspiring filmmakers and experienced filmmakers are coming. In December, we had 160 students for 3 days. Forget about weekend and working with us, with our instructors, Paul Brown and Lydia Cedrone. And this time we had 80 students, because for acting you need a little bit more
time.
And Christopher Cass and Gilbert Chilton was from 10 in the morning till the end of the evening, and students wouldn't let them go and would ask questions and want to do more and more. And it's just wonderful to see all this sparkle in the eyes and desire to grow and learn new.
So as I understand, this whole exchange has been created with the help of MRM. Can you tell us more about it?
Media Group Ukraine and Film UA faculty, they invited us for the second time to organize this workshop. So we would a lot of working professionals who cannot travel abroad to get the new education for a long time, but would like to get new knowledge. They attended this workshop, and it's a perfect format for working professional to immerse in the intensive workshop for the weekend and to learn as much as we can in this short amount of time.
You said it's a young generation. Do they have some really different expectation, let's say, since events like Euromaidan and since, well, this country changed a lot since 25 years, basically, and the industry changed a lot too. Do the expectation of young generation are changing to build new kind of movies?
Yes, of course. We take classes at the Film UA studios. The studios itself is amazing, and it's great facilities. And the Film UA Media Group, we try to bring new voices, and we would like to make a new approach, you know, to change the industry, to make new movies.
What kind of new approach?
To maybe tell the new stories, and to bring new faces. Like, we had a lot of very beginners acting people in this class who want to come, and you know, industry always needs new faces. It's always interesting to see different actors and different performances.
Last year, Ukraine's film industry grew really fast, like had at least 30 new production. So I'm thinking, which is a bit like Bitter Harvest, which is Canadian and Ukrainian production. I'm thinking all of this. Do you think it can easily cross, that kind of Eastern stories can easily cross the ocean? Do you think there is a good audience for these Ukrainian stories outside of Ukraine?
Well, I believe it's a good start from telling stories first to neighbors and to Europe, and then it takes time to build the industry in the Western level. It took time in US to build such an industry, but you definitely can see the dynamic, and it's growing, and the students coming with new scripts, with scripts ideas, and it's very universal. A lot of stories are very universal. You know, each of us has story inside, right? And some story can find viewers across the ocean. And also a lot of Ukrainians live in different countries, and it's interesting for them to see the stories as well.
Would you say there is a special style of new Ukrainian wave coming up in productions? Like aesthetic or technical style, or which could be different from other kind of production? Well,
for us, I can see it's very modern now, like definitely, and we have also in our school in US, we have a lot of some Ukrainian students come to us and to learn and then come back here and make movies here. So it's kind of merging.
They're nourishing each other.
Yes, old generation with new generation, old style with new style. So you can see the merging.
And there are a lot. There's a national, national Ukrainian award, which happened in 20th of April, Odessa Film Festival. I'm thinking about that kind of big festival. Is it important to develop that kind of festival, to develop also that kind of exchange? Does it help?
Of course. The festival is a great way for new voices to be found. It's new ways to discover new talents, new stories. Festivals are very important, especially for aspiring filmmakers.
And how do you see the industry grow from here? Or do you?
Well, I can tell you. I mean, I'm not really. I can't tell you the future of industry, but I know, like we have, for example, in our school recently, maybe over 3 years ago, the girl from Ukraine, she graduated from producing, and she already made 6 features in 3 years. So I can see that people who want to grow in this industry and who wants to do stuff, they do it. They just go and tell the stories, make movies, make it possible, find their own team, young, combined with, like, find new
talents
teammates, and they make it.
And so you think, you definitely would say there is a room for Ukraine's film industry today, in the whole world, in the global world?
I believe so.
Well, thank you very much for this interview. It was a pleasure to have you in the studio. It was Ekaterina Terekhovich. She works for the New York Film Academy. Thank you for watching the program. Stay tuned for the rest.